This is Alex Harris reporting for Seconds Out. I'm joined by Frank Warren. Frank, let's start at the top of the bill. Daniel Dubois, 4th round stoppage over Richard Lartey. What did you make of his performance?
He did what he had to do. It was a tough fight. Lartey come to fight. He was a fighter who come in with a 14-1 record, and the loss was not was an injury sustained in a fight. He's a big puncher. He's a big man. He was fit, wasn't he? There was an ounce of fat on him. He come to fight, and Daniel he answered some questions about Daniel. And Daniel at the end of the day did what he's good at doing. When he catches you, you're gone. He took him out. He was hurt. He got up, the referee stopped it. He didn't complain about the stoppage, and then he had to go and sit down in his stall for a while the medics see to him. So, Daniel done brilliantly.
I actually want to ask you about that. Maybe we saw Daniel come through some challenges, maybe for the first time in his professional career. One, how do you think he dealt with that? And two, how do you think that will help him to develop later on in his professional career as tougher challenges arise?
I'll answer them the other way round. The situation is, from his perspective, to watch back and see what mistakes that he made. And there were mistakes there, but he's only had 11 fights, so that says a lot about him. And he only had 7 senior bouts as a heavyweight amateur. So for him, it's a learning fight. But it shows you that when it comes down to it, he's got heart, he's got clips a couple of times with big shots from a big man who's got a good knockout record, and he took those shots.
After the fight, we saw a little conversation on BT between Daniel and Joe Joyce. Is that a fight we can expect over the next year?
I think so. I think it will happen. We've got Nathan Gorman in the mix, and we're having a press conference on Thursday. It is on Thursday next week. We've got a press conference, and the 3 guys will be there at the press conference.
Now, the undercard was a night of brutal performances. The first one I'm going to start with was Sonny Edwards. What did you make of his?
He done extremely well. I watched it sitting back with the TV people, but he done extremely well. He controlled the fight from the beginning, and then when he had to close the show, he did what he had to do and stopped him.
The second brutal performance, Lerrone Richards over an experienced Tommy Langford. What did you make of his performance? I thought he almost didn't seem to get out of second gear.
It was punch perfect, wasn't it? Tommy's got great He's got great experience, as you said. He's also he's got plenty of heart. But Lerrone, after 11 fights, showed what a tremendous talent he is. I mean, he was like, as I say, it was fantastic counter punching, and then when he turned it up, I thought a couple of times he may have stopped the fight. He had the makings of stopping Tommy, but very good from Lerrone, and I think he's going to go from strength to strength.
You mentioned his counter punching, also his defensive skills shone tonight. Where do you think he can go in his career, particularly?
I think he never got out of gear. He never looked flustered or anything. His composure is excellent. He's got fantastic reactions. He's got great eye. I think he's got capability of going all the way.
And lastly, Jack Catterall. Was it tonight maybe just shaking some ring rust off after it?
I think it's a bit of both. He's had the injury, he's been out, and obviously he can't sit around waiting for the Hooker fight. He's number 1. The WBO will order that fight with him and Hooker. I hope they do that in the autumn. And then Jack, having at least got some rust out of his system, that will be great for him.
All right, thanks. Well, thank you for talking to Seconds Out, and congratulations.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you.